You know, if you take everything I've accomplished in my entire life and condense it down into one day, it looks decent.
Good evening, party people. Decent Show is back. We know you've been patiently waiting. Reagan and Ryan, as always.
For a track to explode on?
Oh, yeah, I did say patiently waiting. And we are doing a review of Tenet. It's a movie by Christopher Nolan. Hit theaters. Some say the best movie since quarantine, but maybe because it's the only movie since quarantine. We're going to dive deep into that. Reagan, where do we want to start this episode? We had also talked about some news with Spider-Man and Batman movies in the near future, except for Batman. And then, obviously, we're talking about we saw Tenet in theaters. Actually, pretty much when it came out.
Right.
We were quick to the gun, quick to the jump, whatever the phrase.
Hell yeah. Let's talk about let's just get through this news real quick. So, talk about Spider-Man 3. Not the Tobey Maguire one, which is a banger.
From the brothers.
Exactly. The new one coming out with Tom Holland.
Which might have Tobey Maguire in it.
Which probably has Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in a live-action Spider-Verse movie. And they're probably going to have Jamie Foxx be Electro again, and Doctor Strange is going to be in it as well.
Wild. I had this discussion with Jacob last night, and I was like, I worry that it's going to be...
And you were like, no, trust me, the Tobey Maguire ones are good.
Oh, yeah. And he bought it.
Sounds like Jacob.
But what I'm saying is, I said I worried that this one might be like Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire, to where there's too much. Yeah, it's like, how do you fit this into a movie? And he goes, nah, you shouldn't worry like that. And I go, why? And he's like, because Marvel's making it. And I go, yeah. And he goes, they've rarely dropped the ball. But I was like, there really is a lot, because the cliffhanger at the end of the third, to me alone, I was like, salivating for this third movie.
The second one? You mean the whole
when
he found out?
I don't know what I said, but yes, that's what I meant.
You said third, and I was like, man, was there a cliffhanger at the end of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3?
Always. There should have been a fourth.
What's going to be the home title? Home Away from Home?
Yeah, nice. You already took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, that's probably going to be it. Homeschooled.
Home on the Range.
Yeah.
All takes place in a cornfield. Really boring place for a Spider-Man movie. There's nothing to grab onto.
Home Sweet Home. Home Alone. Because...
Home Run?
Yes.
Takes place in a baseball stadium?
Yes, and he hits a home run that opens up the Spider-Verse and allows Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to come in.
Homies.
Yes.
With Chris Tucker.
Homelander. They're going to cross over with the boys. He's going to make a guest appearance.
I was talking the other day, and there was a picture of, like, him as Superman or whatever.
Okay.
That actor. And I was like, dude, like, honestly, like, he's probably better than Superman. And, like, in terms of just, like, he has more to do as a character, but, like, it's just, like, Homelander is so much cooler than Superman, because he just, I don't know, I feel like he acts the part better.
Yeah, he acts the part better. Better writing.
He's also evil, but
character development. That does help. But DC's just like, hey, he's Superman. You'll like him regardless. We'll put no effort, and that's
true. They do say that.
It's kind of, I think it's their motto. But Spider-Man 3, I thought that the second one, I was saying I mispronounced it. The second one's cliffhanger, definitely. I was like, this is gonna be a great movie, and then they add all this other stuff, and I don't even know how that's gonna work. But all I know is I'm rock hard for it. Where do you think the guys rank, though? Who do you think's the best Spider-Man, like 1 through 3?
I think it's easily Tom Holland.
And then second
Tobey
place?
Maguire. I don't like Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I was making fun of him the other day for being half British,
and
half
like
Brooklyn.
Talking like that, like he has some nasal problem, and I
I
speak nasally, but I'm also not Spider-Man, so it's fine.
He's like flips between British and Brooklyn too throughout the movie. Like,
hello,
from London. Hello, Governor. I'm Spider-Man. Hey, I'm walking here. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, he's not good. I mean, he's attractive, but it's not good.
You have a problem with males' faces.
Yeah, so and I think all three of them are good-looking guys, good-looking Spider-Mans. Tobey Maguire, though, I mean, how old is he?
He's in 50s probably. Yeah, he's probably in his 50s. I want to say he was like 45 when Gatsby came out.
Yeah, then he's 48. Then you're on crack.
But that'd be cool though, because we've never seen a Spider-Man that old before. So like,
right, but what's he gonna be doing? I mean, is he gonna just like, is he like Jackie Chan? Is he in good shape? Can he do stunts, or is he gonna be just phoning it in? It's gonna be a lot of cuts.
Dude, when's the last time we saw Tobey Maguire in a movie? There's a good question.
Brothers.
No.
45.
Yeah, oh, wow. He is 45, sorry.
Gotta tell you.
When's his last movie? What's his last movie?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
People frequently ask if Tobey Maguire is dead or alive. On Google, apparently. So.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Okay, but is Spider-Man 3 better than both of Andrew Garfield's movies?
I like it more.
Okay. Is Jamie Foxx's role as Electro the best part about Spider-Man 2?
Is what?
Is Jamie Foxx's role as Electro the best part of Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield?
What else would it be? Gwen Stacy? I mean, I kind of like her.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
He's most known for Brothers, apparently, on IMDb.
Hell yeah.
Second place is Spider-Man 1, and then Wonder Boys. Never even heard of it. It's got Michael Douglas in it. And his most recent thing is the Boss Baby 2017. He played Adult Tim.
So he's trying to rebound.
And before that,
what did he do before
2014, Pawn Sacrifice.
Wow, so he hasn't acted in a live-action movie in 6 years.
I want to see Pawn Sacrifice, though. That's about Bobby Fischer, the great chess player in the Cold War.
Oh, the guy that beats...
They make fun of him in Drunk History.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually got mad decent ratings. Hour 55, biography, drama, sport, if you call it that, thriller. Set during the Cold War, American chess prodigy Bobby Fischer finds himself caught between two superpowers and his own struggles as he challenges the Soviet Empire.
I wonder if he's going to bulk up for this movie, for Spider-Man.
Probably.
Man, that sucks.
He's always been in pretty good shape, so I mean, he's just going to do some, some light chest, some abs.
Yeah, no legs, though.
Yeah, who needs them?
I wonder if Gwen will be Spider-Gwen. That'd be cool.
Spider-Gwen?
Yeah, because they, in the animated movie, Gwen Stacy is Spider-Man. I wonder if she'll be Spider-Man as well.
I forgot she was Spider-Man in the animated movie. I need to rewatch that. It's been long enough that I need to re-see it. Have you seen it more than once?
No, but I just remember really liking it.
Yeah, well, need to get on it.
But that is a lot of stuff in one movie, but who knows?
Right. I mean, is it going to be 2.5 hours?
I would hope, honestly.
They need time.
Yeah, they gotta develop, because you gotta have all that other universe stuff, but you also have to make it only this Peter's movie,
Yeah, because I mean, I am interested to see how they follow up with everyone knowing his identity, but then I guess that's where the Spider-Verse comes in, because they think they know his identity, but then they see
other Spider people.
So.
And it'll probably be Doctor Strange, the one that's putting him in other realities, because his movie's called Multiverse of Madness. Of course,
yeah. Right. So they have to make it work. Oh.
What do you want to happen? Just spontaneously?
Well, I would just where does Doctor Strange fit in this movie? And I just feel dumb for not putting together that he's going to be the reason why they're all able to come together. And they have to use him, get their money's worth.
Yeah.
Been a dick or whatever.
Probably not going to have. Oh yeah.
They're not gonna have what?
Scarlet Witch was supposed to be in his movie too. I wonder if she'll be in this movie as well.
Be in Doctor Strange.
It's a lot of people in one movie. I mean, they've had a lot before, but that's crazy.
So they've confirmed him, but not Scarlet.
No, the only people they've confirmed is just him, and then everybody else is just why are all these rumors of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming up? And it's
that's probably because what people want, and I don't even know if it's true. Everyone's just yeah, let's just make it a rumor.
It's a lot of rumors, though. I feel like people are probably going to be... It's probably going to happen. Which is if we ever go see a movie again.
I can't get too hyped for it. I can't get too hyped for this movie.
Why? Because it'll let you down?
Oh, of course. I mean, they're teasing all of this, and then,
You haven't even seen a trailer yet.
Yeah, I know. And if, neither one of those guys makes the movie, I'll be a little disappointed.
Yeah, I mean,
they can live without Andrew Garfield. They can say that his multiverse broke. But
or just kill him immediately, Just have someone pretend to be him in the suit and get him stabbed.
Have some balls.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm walking here,
Governor. Think Harry's coming back?
Oh, James Franco reprises his Oscar-winning role?
As Harry Jr.?
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
I love it when comedic actors get serious.
Dude, do you think we'll see two versions of J. Jonah Jameson?
How so?
Because there's one in Tom Holland's world, and then there's one in Tobey Maguire's world.
Same guy, though.
But they're not connected, immediately.
They're not connected immediately?
They're different worlds, you know what I mean?
Right, but it's the same guy.
It's the same actor, but I'm saying, like, will he play the role in both scenarios?
I hope he does.
I hope they make a joke about it too. Boy, you look familiar. Speaking of movies never coming out, Batman got delayed to 2022. Just saw the trailer the other day. Looks dope.
Sequel confirmed for 2030.
Yes, yeah, maybe.
Fall, if they have time.
Fall 2030.
Fall 2030. Yeah, I thought the trailer for this movie was actually pretty juicy. I really enjoyed it. It has, this is random, but I'm working it in here. Has a Nirvana song called "Something in the Way" as like the background song for the trailer, and I just thought that was a really interesting song choice. And what's crazy is it worked really well, and the trailer was really intriguing. And so I was actually excited. You just assume that it's been delayed this long, and it's going to come out 2021, and now it's not.
Yeah, they haven't even finished filming his Batman scenes. You know,
okay.
In which you would assume Batman, he's probably not in the suit that much. But
why?
Just because he's
a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and most of the movies he's really not in the suit that much for the length of the movie. You know what I mean? Because they set up the villain, then they go after other people, then it's Bruce Wayne, and then he becomes Batman or whatever. But like he hasn't even finished those scenes, and apparently he like is the one that tested positive, and they had to like shut down production.
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, yeah.
He's been in a lot of stuff too.
Yeah,
he's been
a lot of
blown up
movies
as
that
a recent.
people tell me are really good, and I'll probably never watch them.
Like what?
The Lighthouse.
Oh, that, and he's with Tom Holland in the new Netflix movie.
The Devil. Or
yeah, The Devil All the Time or whatever.
Oh yeah, nice. Is that any good?
I'm supposed to watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
I thought you were thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that sucks. I mean, honestly, that's so we'll go 10 years without a Batman movie.
Has it really been that long?
Yep. It'll be 10 years.
I mean, it's for the best. We need some, they need a breather. But it'd be nice if they're going to say this movie's coming out, that if it actually came out, that would... It's really how it works.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of was... Why put out a trailer a year before it comes out? Was supposed to come out, you know?
Maybe, again, the corona thing, but that's 2 weeks, I feel like. Unless he's, like, dying.
No, he's apparently, like, recovered or whatever. It's just... It's weird, but... Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, Fast and Furious 9 got pushed back. You could care less, I assume. I could care less. I'm pretty over the franchise in general.
Just keep pushing it. Make it come out 2029.
I feel like they've gone from good to bad, or I'm sorry, they've gone from bad to good, and they're seeing if they can just ride all the way back down to bad again.
Yeah, because what is left? What's going to be the plot? Like,
they've already had superpowers.
Who?
Idris Elba. He was basically a machine, like they was unstoppable or whatever.
Yeah. So now they're gonna throw Cardi B in there, and she's gonna make
Cardi B's in the movie.
Probably.
You don't know that?
No, it was rumored like a year ago or something. I saw it on Facebook, and I think I told you about it. But yeah, she.
That's trendy.
Yeah, they're gonna throw her in the movie, and
someone who can act.
She's gonna make hip hop songs, and it's gonna overpopulate the world, and then they're gonna have to decide between killing her and stopping the hip hop songs, and
to depopulate the world.
Depopulate the world, and they're gonna have to drive fast to do it because she drives fast and furious.
That sounds better than what I'm probably gonna watch. Is the problem?
Yeah, no, they have Eagle Eye.
What?
World game-changing technology.
Wait a second, that doesn't add up.
Yeah. It's always something. It's like, oh, it's God's eye. It's Eagle's eye. You can see where anyone at
the chrome
was on the map.
fist.
GPS nuclear bombs access.
The Deucinator. Like.
Russia.
Blackfire Treadstone.
Oof. Rough.
Dune also got delayed, which sucked. For me. I wanted to see that movie.
I want to see it, but yeah, it's whatever.
I mean, you probably won't like it because it's the Blade Runner guy. And you didn't like that movie.
What, Ridley Scott?
No, the Blade Runner 2 guy. Danny Dellavedova or whatever. So he's going to make a super long movie that no one's going to go see.
I mean...
Also, he made Arrival.
I'll go check it out. I haven't seen... Have you seen Blade Runner? I haven't properly seen Arrival except for CinemaSins, so...
Nice. So let's get into Tenet, right?
Yeah. It's funny.
You ready?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was funny?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
I wasn't done.
What'd you think about it?
Not much.
Really?
Just kidding.
This is going to be a short video.
I don't know, dude. Just it was. We watched the IGN review just now so that I can obviously have things to say and sound intelligent. Is that Christopher Nolan flirts with time again. He seems to like doing that type of thing. The movie really did have good pacing for a 2.5 hour movie. I definitely didn't lose attention, didn't have to go to the bathroom, didn't fall asleep. To me, it kept my attention. The actors they look good on the camera. They're likable. They're strong. It's just the movie didn't make a ton of sense. I had a hard time trying to make sense of it. And at one point in the movie, they basically tell you not to try to make sense of it.
What was that?
It's like when she's explaining the bullet going inverted back into the gun for the first time.
The more you think about it, the less it'll make sense.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, thanks. Yeah, that's this whole movie. And, yeah. I thought the villain guy was pretty intimidating. I thought John David Washington's obsession with the lady was kind of weird. He's trying to save her. He's determined to save her. And it's like, she's just a random person. I think, didn't she end up dying anyway?
No, she lived.
That's right. I don't know. Just all the effort they put into it. Robert Pattinson was really weird. I feel like he was on screen a lot but didn't say a lot. Not that I feel really that one way or another about it, but...
Honestly, dude, I did not like the movie at all.
Right, and I want to hear why.
Dude, it's just so much exposition. They just talked for so long, and it was at such a low volume, too. I felt like... I was like, dude, why is it so hard to understand?
They don't want you to make sense of it.
It reminds me of when I'm having a conversation with somebody and I'll miss the first few words and it'll take me a second or two into their sentence to realize where they're going with it. But I never realized where they were going with it. It would just be like, hey, we're going to talk to this person and they're going to tell us to go there and then we're going to talk to the next person there. And, if I could get to Russia, where would I start or whatever.
Okay.
It just, it really pissed me off. The exposition, I didn't understand what was going on, especially with just all the different people. He'd go to someone, they'd be like, go see this guy, and he'll get you who's the person inverting all this stuff. And then they was like, oh no, I don't know it, but this guy might. And then he went and saw the woman, and then he has to steal this painting or whatever so that it'll be a height, or it'll be a setup.
Right.
And it's just weird. It just is so weird. And then they were out in the ocean on that weird boat thing, and for some reason he falls overboard and he's the bad guy, but they save him. And it's like, why?
Yeah, why?
Why did they save him? But I guess they had to save him, because if they didn't save him, the world would have ended.
Okay.
Because he had that thing hooked up to his heart or whatever, so where the whole world would pretty much end.
Yep.
Unless they diffused it, I guess. Which was interesting, but honestly, dude, I'm shocked you didn't have more negative thoughts on it, because
I mean I do, but it was just nice to see a movie that wasn't super generic.
It was not generic. I'll give it that. It was definitely. I felt like it was one of the most original movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Outside of it being kind of a spy movie, there's not a whole lot of. It just tropes, I guess.
Yeah. I didn't get where the Indian lady knew all that stuff. I didn't get where she really fit in. She seemed to know an odd amount of stuff, and
I didn't understand that.
I didn't understand her plot line.
It was just a really weird, and I the concept is so cool, because it's a different kind of time travel where you don't just go backwards in time, you start going backwards in time. So you have to live 5 days backwards to go back 5 days, basically. We're going forward now, and you basically hit the rewind button for 5 days to go back 5 days ago, instead of just instantly being there, which is a cool way to look at it. No one, I've never seen a movie with that in it. And some of the action was actually kind of fun whenever you understood what was going on and why people were going in reverse and everything.
Yeah, the inverted fights were weird. I don't even know how they shot those.
I don't either, because he claims to have used 0 special effects, or so little you couldn't even find them. And so I guess I don't know how he did that, because John David Washington fights himself.
Right, which was wild.
Yeah, I wish maybe in the beginning, if they had just talked louder or more clearly, if they had gone a little bit more generic with their exposition, That would have been great. Instead of going super, you know, you got to think about it and it's really complicated and all this stuff's happening, and that's what set me up for not liking it, I feel. Because like the second half of the movie, or once we get going on our quest here, like things were a lot better. But it just that first 45 minutes of going to tables and talking really set me out of it.
Going to tables and talking.
Well, they just go to a standard a standard location that really isn't that interesting, and they talk to somebody in a really boring way, in my opinion. You know, like John David Washington goes and talks to Alfred, Michael Caine. He goes and talks to Michael Caine.
He orders breakfast.
Exactly, and then he goes to India or something and talks to the gun maker, and on his porch, and they talk there, and then he talks with the woman at a table at dinner, and it's like, why are all these conversations happening?
Exposition, yeah.
And the reason they did all of this is because we always complain about in movies how if you like, oh, the news will tell you what's going on, or you'll have this title screen that will explain, you know, the gist of everything, and I think that's kind of lame too, but it gets the point across.
Yeah.
So you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, and I had a point, but I lost it.
Come on, dude. Killing me.
Yeah, I'm struggling there.
Yeah, I don't know. But like the action got cool towards the end, and things sped up a little bit. It's just, it was still kind of. I was just ready for the movie to be over, honestly.
I find that interesting. I just thought you would have liked it in some regard, but
maybe I definitely want to see it again, because I think that if I understood it more, I would like it way more. You know,
yeah.
I don't know. The pace just like picks up towards the end, and I appreciated that. But by then, I was so lost on what was going on, I just didn't care.
Yeah, I kind of gave up after that first, like I said, that first initial scene where they're like, "Don't make sense of it." And it's like, okay, well, I'll just try to enjoy it, and I did though. But I think it's just because the previous movies we've seen have been so bad that
that's true. Seeing
this movie was like, oh man, like.
So it's still the best movie of this year we've seen in theaters, right? Because we saw Sonic, Birds of Prey, and New Mutants.
And I ended up seeing The Way Back with Ben Affleck.
Was that any good?
It was okay. It was better than all those other movies, but not better than Tenet.
So it's still Tenet. Probably going to be Tenet, because we're in October right now, and we're going to go see that garbage movie, Unhinged or whatever.
Oh, and An Honest Thief.
Oh, whatever.
Unhinged is Russell Crowe.
I thought they were the same movie. That's how
they pretty much are. I think Russell Crowe's just slightly more bloated.
Exactly. That's all I want to see. But yeah, I don't know. I was really disappointed in it. If we're gonna do the decent awards this year, I think it's pretty much a shoo-in for most disappointing movie.
Really?
Yeah. And I say
you don't think you were overhyped then, maybe?
I mean, like, how could I be overhyped? I love all of his other movies. Like, I love all of his movies. I love Inception. I love Interstellar. I love The Dark Knight Trilogy. I love Memento.
Is this his worst movie?
It's his worst movie I've seen. I've never seen Insomnia, which is his first movie. And I assume that's probably his worst because it is old.
I thought Memento was his first movie.
No, it's the one right before that. But I assume that's his worst one. Man, I don't even know if I want to say it's bad or anything. It's just, I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Dunkirk didn't really do a lot for me.
I didn't like Dunkirk at all.
But I don't think it's a bad movie. It was there. War movies are really tough for me to like, honestly. So.
See, I just didn't like Dunkirk. Dunkirk was the most recent war movie I've seen that I didn't like.
Really? You like 1917.
And Fury, and Hacksaw Ridge really wasn't that bad. What's his face's accent was a little but other than that, good movie.
Always suspect the accent.
It's a big deal. If you can't speak American, don't be an American. In a movie.
Genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's really a whole lot else to say. I want to give it another shot for sure because there's so much potential here, you know?
Yeah, dude, and I had a question or a statement. And
come on, dude. You're kidding.
You're killing me. Oh, I had it. I should have just interrupted you. Otherwise, I never would have.
Dude, just interrupt me next time.
Never. Michael Caine. You were talking about the settings, the restaurants, the exposition. Oh, Tenet. They never use that word that much. It's like a big deal in the trailer, and the guy says it in the movie still, kind of slightly different explanation than what we see in the trailer, but he's like, basically like, yeah, say Tenet.
All I have for you is a word.
Tenet. It'll open some doors, some good, some bad. I feel like he almost never uses the word Tenet after that. So it's like the name of the movie's that. He's saying that this is some secret word that's going to open up doors and opportunities and whatever. And then we like almost never hear it the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And that's like in the first 30 minutes. I thought that's what I wanted to say.
It bothered you?
Yeah, it bothered. Well, it bothered me. And it bothered me. I couldn't remember it. I've been thinking about it off and on since I've seen the movie.
Nice. I didn't realize that they never say the main character's name.
I don't even know his name. Yeah.
How do they get away with that? How do they never say, "Hey, Johnson"?
Hey, John. Yeah. What is his name?
I don't know. You're gonna have to look it up. I
never watch it
that.
say like Secret Agent Man or something.
But I couldn't name anyone's name in this movie, not even the villain. And I feel like his name was said 1 billion times.
Yeah, you're probably right. Is Christopher Nolan namist?
Probably. Dude, what's his deal with Michael Caine? Why is Michael Caine in every movie he makes?
Never.
I love it, but also I don't understand it. Why is he in every movie?
His name is literally protagonist.
They never say his name?
Never.
So he doesn't have a name?
No. Written and directed by Nolan. Robert Pattinson is Neil.
No last name?
Just Neil.
What is this? What is this movie?
The chick that they're trying to save throughout the whole movie is just Kat.
Okay, I
and
remember
then
that.
Juhan Yulovsik is apparently just a passenger or whatever that is. Then some guy's well-dressed man. Driver, SWAT, SWAT 2, SWAT 3, Ukrainian SWAT, Faye, which is the guy who tells him Tenet.
All I have for you is a word. Long.
Oh,
movie.
and then, Dimple Kadaya is the Indian lady that plays Priya. So they have names.
Okay.
I don't get it.
But
Michael Caine played Crosby.
Of course.
Never.
He nailed it, of course.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's the most Crosby I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. You hear Crosby, you think of him.
Yeah, you think Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Never. So where does this movie? You said this movie's pretty much towards the bottom of the list for Nolan movies. Where does it fit on the scale? You said shoe in for most decent movie of the year. Does it get a decent?
No, I said most disappointing movie of the year.
Sorry, fans. Where does this movie rank on our scale then?
It's Loki Garbo.
Wow, this is so unexpected.
What are you giving it?
Freaking. No, I'm just kidding. Not Fuego.
I'm gonna see it again though.
Yeah.
Before the end of the year. What are we gonna do for awards? Because we've seen like 5 movies. We're just gonna give them all to Sonic.
Yeah, most garbage. Sonic.
Fuego's gonna be
Tenet. I give it. I was gonna give it decent to mad decent.
Wow.
I had a really good time watching it. I don't know why.
Crazy. It's crazy that you came out of it and said, that was a really well paced movie, and I was like dying after 30 minutes. I was like, get me out of here.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe it was because like I was on a date, relatively new, but like I think I was supposed to kiss her on this date. And I was like, it's a 2.5 hour movie. I'll have time. And I've like figured there's gonna be some slow parts, and like the movie was just wild, and like you couldn't make sense of the story, and both of us were trying to make sense of the story. So like we kept watching the movie, and I kept going, well, I guess I should kiss her. And I was like, well, then I'm gonna miss something because they're talking so quiet. There's so much story. If you blink, you're gonna miss an explanation. And so the next thing you know, yeah, I guess. Like I said, we had a good time. I was making funny comments. Must miss. Yeah, I got a good laugh on that one. But Seinfeld.
Nice.
Thanks. So I don't know. It seemed pretty quick for 2.5 hours. It was much quicker than New Mutants, and it was an hour longer.
New Mutants was slow. I mean, honestly, all 3 of the other movies that we talked about suck.
What was the third?
Sonic and Birds of Prey. I feel like all those movies dragged, and I feel like this movie dragged too.
Yeah,
or did the opposite of dragging. It like just took forever to get anywhere.
Yeah, but it was to me still quicker than all of those other movies. It's much longer.
That's insane.
And it was pretty funny.
It was not funny. I don't even know if there was a joke in the movie.
No, I didn't laugh much. I just laughed at my comments.
Of course.
Of course.
Is that all you got to say on the movie?
I don't have much else. I barely remember it. I need to see it a second time.
We'll probably do it. Maybe we'll do a Tenet review part 2, you know?
Yes. I mean, it'll be in theaters the rest of the year. There's nothing else coming out.
That's true.
It's still in theaters, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, hopefully we go out and see on Honest Thief, and it'll top it. It'll be better. It'll be funnier.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, Liam Neeson.
He is an actor.
You know he's not American.
Yeah, exactly. You can play Joe Buck. Schindler's List is a cakewalk.
All right, Decent Show fans. We hope you enjoyed our review of Tenet and our thoughts on the movie news that's happening right now. Be on the lookout for future episodes about The Boys, Seinfeld, other content to be consumed rapid fire. Make sure you interact with us on Twitter. Reagan's tweet game has been on point. Trigger fingers turned to Twitter fingers, as Drake would say. For Reagan, I'm Ryan. Have a great night.
Cloud wine.
All I have for you is a word.